In 2010, Fuji released the X100 into the wild, a large sensor compact with a retro design which instantly became an overnight success. They followed that up with the X10 and then earlier this year, the X-Pro 1, the larger body of the whole family so far. But now they've actually added a smaller baby brother to that family, and that's the X-E1. At a distance, it may be hard to tell the X-Pro 1 and the X-E1 apart, as the bodies are actually very similar in shape and size. But on closer look, there are a few differences. Most noticeably for a start, the viewfinder. The X-Pro 1 features both an optical and electronic viewfinder. The new X-E1 gets the job done with an electronic viewfinder only, but carries 100% coverage. The X-Pro 1 came with around 90% in optical mode. Another thing that has obviously carried on with a few tweaks is the approach to design and control layout. Okay, so let's talk specs. So the X-E1 uses the same sensor as the X-Pro 1, so 16 megapixels. In terms of lenses as well, it does use the same series of lenses, plus there will be a kit that CameraPro will be selling, which will be available in mid-November, which includes an 18 to 55mm lens, and that's a 2.8. So generally, most of the time, when you buy a body with a lens and it's in a kit, it'll usually come with 3.5 to 5.6, but the great thing about this is it's a 2.8, so yeah, a little bit wide on the aperture, which is fantastic. Fuji really do know how to make a camera feel great in your hands. I'd only been walking around with the X-E1 for a couple of minutes and I didn't want to let it go. It's a snug fit for most people. Just like the X-Pro 1, you can really see the X-E1 becoming an ideal second addition to the camera bag with a slightly more cash-conscious enthusiast and pro alike. Fuji have really set their sights on the Sony NEX and the recent Olympus OMD price point, and it'll be very interesting to see how these all perform coming up to the holiday season. Although, Photokina is just around the corner, so who knows what the future holds for the camera world. All in all, I can safely say that I'm really excited about this camera and can't wait to see what it can do.